we're welcoming our folks from Aruba. That's a Hewlett-Packard Enterprise company. We're going to be talking about Wi-Fi 6 network for smart homes and small business. I have on stage here with me Vanya Paioni, who is the EMEA Business Development Manager of Aruba. And I also have Shailesh Hukaraikar, which is the APJ Category Manager at Aruba, joining us. And we're going to be talking about Wi-Fi 6 at 9.6 Gbps. It's almost 3 times faster than current Wi-Fi. And this is less of a one-time speed increase, although it's an impressive one-time speed increase, but it's more of a future-facing upgrade. And this session is going to cover Wi-Fi 6 from Aruba Instant On networking solution, purpose-built for smart automation. It's easy to set up in minutes and manage from your smartphone. Now, the network supports latency-sensitive data, like voice and video, which we deal with all the time. And it offers improved performance with built-in firewall security. So let's go to the session. Let's learn about multiple site management, smart mesh, scaling 50 devices per site, and how to discover all the IP devices, including automation IP gateways and endpoints. My friends from Aruba, I'm turning it over to you.
Thank you so much, Bob. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It depends where you're based. I'm Vanya. Thank you so much, Bob, for the introduction. I'm a part of the Aruba Instant On team. And today we're going to do our best to talk about our solution in less than 30 minutes. But indeed, the solution. What is this solution about? We are going to talk about networking solution. So you see these beautiful white shapes. Actually, those are access points, switches, and we have a fantastic cloud management software that you can use either via a web portal or just downloading our app, and you can manage remotely the entire portfolio or even your networking infrastructure. You're asking yourself where we came from, right? So we are part of Hewlett-Packard Enterprise company. This is actually a company that was the result of the spin-off of HP. So probably one of you already had in their life probably one laptop or even a printer from HP. So back in the past we came from there, and actually we. Hewlett-Packard Enterprise made an acquisition back in 2002 of Aruba Networks, and today the company is able to offer this networking solution from an enterprise perspective with the brand of HPE Aruba Networking. And in 2019, the company launched this SMB portfolio, small business portfolio, with the name of Aruba Instant On. But what is this solution about? First of all, I would like really to resume our, benefit in really 4 main points. First of all, simplicity and usability. The setup is really easy to use. It's really easy to do, actually. And we say that you can make it just making a cup of coffee. So it's really simple to do. You just plug and then you can play with them. And you can do, as I said before, also the remote management thanks to the mobile app and also the web portal that we have entirely for free. Reach and security, yes, because as I said before, we came from the enterprise side, right? So we have the full package in terms of performances and also security. You can, for example, encrypt Wi-Fi, do a limitation of your network for specific days or even hours. And you can also block specific clients if you want, and also specific devices. Why not? So you can do everything with our solution. In terms of performances, as I said before, we are since decades into the market. We are recognized for our innovation, right, into the networking industry and also for the leadership. And last but not least, because it's actually the main important point of our solution, is that actually you don't have any hidden fees. So with our solution, you buy the hardware and then you can get the software for free without licenses and also additional cost. But I also would like to share with you one of our latest achievements that we had during the summer. And we had more than 1 million connected devices on the cloud. So this is again the proof of, let's say, the importance that we gain into the market, despite the fact that we are a younger brand that, of course, have been launched in 2019. But actually, while we're here, probably already seen one of our products into the Kinex IoT panel, right? So we are member since January 2023, and we knew that Kinex was launching this IoT strategy, and that yeah, because actually with the increasing of the number of devices in the IoT, and yeah, with this increasing demand of security and scalability, of course, you need reliable and secure network, and we know that our products, you can have all of that. And actually you can also connect your wired or wireless products right into our networking solution, and actually you can also do remote management. But talking about the benefits, Salesh will jump on this slide with me to comment also on the benefit of our solution for Kinex IoT infrastructure. And also Salesh is going to do a live demo to actually show with you live how our solution work within Kinex infrastructure site. Thank you, Salesh.
Hi everyone, and thanks Vania. Good afternoon, good morning, and a warm welcome for this session. So as lightly mentioned by Vania, we are here to help you understand how Aruba Instant On and KNX deployment can go hand in hand. A few of the USPs which I want to summarize as you see on the screen. One of is the live monitoring. Now, what is monitoring, right? So most of the KNX deployment for small medium business, we have got components from the market which allow us to connect using the RF and the TP, like so that those are the solutions that you normally deliver to your customer. The only thing is like when we have connected these devices, sometimes or many times we don't see a visibility of where is my IoT router connected, where is my KNX server connected, where are my components which are supposed to be on the Wi-Fi using the IEEE standards, but I don't have a visibility. So sometimes when you have a customer concern, uh, the only thing is like you have to physically visit the customer premise, try to understand where the devices are connected. Maybe if customers have shifted certain ports, then that becomes a longer cycle for you to fix the problem, right? And that exactly is where we are going to talk about and also demonstrate how we help you in terms of getting a visibility of all Ethernet KNX components which are using standard based deployment of Wi-Fi or maybe Ethernet wired, right? That's one of the most USP what we talked about. The other important USP is like remote management. Like today we are talking about sustainability energy conversation, and we are really talking about moving most of the gears to PoE, where the switch delivers powers to some of the devices which could be either some gadgets, it could be the speaker, it could be a camera, and so on and so forth, right? So here we add lot of value to the PoE. We give you visibility of which port which component is connected, how much of power is been drawn, how many ports are free for your future scalability, how much of power is available in case if you have to add on devices on a later date. So this complete visibility in terms of also doing the scheduling, because there might be certain components where you don't want the PoE to power on the devices. Maybe if you're on vacations or there's public holiday and your office needs to be closed down, right? So these are all possible using remote app. The most important factor which we bring to you as a partner is multi-site management. So which means as a partner, you might be managing some 30 or 40 sites for your customer, and each site you need to have a visibility right from the topology design, the way you get in ETS for the KNX part of it. Similarly, we help you in terms of trying to understand the topology view of wired and wireless, plus the connected devices. You can simply toggle from one site to another. You can receive alerts and notification from all your customer sites onto your mobile app, and that is how you help save lot of your support cost, your physical moment cost to the customer side. All this certainly comes at no price. All you need to do is buy the hardware, which is the Instant On AP and the switch, and just plug it on, onboard these devices, connect your KNX devices, and that's it. So that is where the simplicity comes in. Now, as this comes from a brand called HP, definitely quality and reliability is the first important parameter we normally try to achieve. And then with that, we are also giving you direct support so that you as a partner don't have to really worry about, do I have to maintain a stock? What if my product goes faulty? I mean, how do I really go and get some support in terms of, on the product? Investment protection is something what we have planned. We see that there are a lot of deployments which comes from 100 Mbps, which still use traditional Wi-Fi, which is still not a standard. And when you look at a network investment, maybe you want to look at the deployment which can scale to 2.5 or 2.4 gigahertz. You can look at 5 gigahertz, which is IPv6 routing, and then you're looking at a solution which can scale from 100 Mbps platform to a 1 gig to a 2.5 gig to a 10 gig. Now, dependingly, as we manage different traffic types, which is voice, video, and data, video and data becomes very important. And in that, as part of your automation, if you have given video over IP, or if you are doing a 4K or a 8K content, I think that's where the importance of having a solution which can scale from the lower bandwidth to the higher bandwidth makes more sense. And that's where we give you a complete package of investment protection. And as I mentioned, all you need to buy is the product with the standard warranties which it comes in. 2 years is the warranty for the access point, and it comes with limited lifetime warranty for our switches. Do take a note. Maybe if you are a consultant or if you are a solution provider working on a project, and for some reason you need to buy products well in advance, and for some reason the project has delayed, the product which you procured 2 months or 4 months before, what happens to the warranty? So rest assured, don't worry. All the products warranty starts only when you first time power it on, which means you unpack the products, connect it to the internet cloud, connect it to a portal, and that day will be considered as the start date of the warranty. Okay. Now with that, let me do a quick jump on the products. So as you see, we start from AP11, which is the Wave 2 entry level product, and we are also talking about Wi-Fi 6. Our journey for the next 2 quarters is in terms of moving more towards launching Wi-Fi 6 product line. So stay tuned, join us for forums where we talk about more of these products coming up. Today we have got AP22 and 25, which are Wi-Fi Alliance certified. All the products, as we said, that we come from a brand which is HP, we ensure that we give you quality products which are following lot of compliance. These products are tested for plenum rating, which means if there's a fire, it is fire retardant paints, fire retardant plastic on the APs, and it's completely metal body for our switches. So all the care has been taken to follow different norms of different countries, right? We also have an outdoor solution which is AP17. We have a desktop solution which is AP11D, which has got more Ethernet ports on the same device. All the products which we talk about use the same operating system, hence you have a better lifecycle management. You don't have to worry about features and functionality because all the ports comes PoE enabled, all the products comes mesh enabled, so you don't have to really buy a complete museum in terms of your solution that you are delivering. Every product talks the same language because it works on the same operating system. We have got 1830, 1960, and 1950. These are our flagship product for PoE switches. It comes with both PoE and non-PoE. Even our switches are cloud enabled, and that's the beauty of collaborating and having unified solution where the switching also connects to the AP, where you don't have to really worry about the programming language that you should learn to program instant on devices. This is completely plug and play. Within few seconds to a minute, you can configure single site and multi sites, and you can manage all of them. So on the right hand side, you see these are the some of the features which are part of our cloud. And as I said, again, the cloud comes complimentary. You don't have to pay any license for using them on the cloud configuration. We understand your industry. We understand that you come from a background where automation comes from the every walk of life. You have got, voice activated devices which connects to a standard Wi-Fi. You have got Ethernet wired devices like TVs and stuff which you want to connect on maybe 1 gig. There's video, voice, and data which has been engineered. You want to understand the signal strength. You want to understand which port is connected where, because that helps you for troubleshooting, and we give you all the visibility by using instant on solution in your configuration. So this is I mean, the things that we have spoke about is completely secured because we come with built-in firewall, and we have got a security session coming up today. So please do join in to understand more about the security part. I thought about pulling a network design where how instant on can be collaborated and how the devices from KNX or automation world interface to our devices. So as a starting point, every installation you would have an internet service provider connecting via modem over fiber or copper, or maybe and they connect to one of our APs, which could be configured as router. You will have couple of switches which would be deployed based on the footprint and the number of users and the KNX components that you want to connect it. We understand that you have one part which is RF, which works majorly on 868 megahertz. Now, please note this is not a standard for us for the networking player. We typically use 2.4 and 5 gigahertz as a standard. So some of the deployments may require a gateway which converts your proprietary configuration into a standard configuration when you connect to IP world, which is the Ethernet world, and that's how we can connect and manage your devices, right? On the TEP part, which is twisted pair, again we use Cat5, Cat6 cabling. As I mentioned, we can offer you connectivity from 100 Mbps to 1 gig to 10 gig to 2.5 gig and even on fiber. So depending on your deployment, we can have different kinds of devices which could be either a IPv6 router or maybe a API server or maybe ETS server which helps you to manage your solution which has been deployed in the customer premise. Okay, this is one of the live site which we have created. Thanks to one of the KNX member who help us to deploy this. So your starting point is like one, you need to buy the AP and the switches based on your need. Uh, Step two is to create an account. I will show how it is created. You can create as many accounts that you can. Under one account, you will have multiple sites which you could create. One site could be equal to your one customer. One site can have almost 50 access points or maybe mix and match of APs and switches. So which means around 50 device per AP into 50. So it's somewhere around 2,500 to 5,000 ports what we could scale in one particular site. The step two is like you onboard our instant on devices, and then the device you start plugging in your KNX components, whether wired or on Wi-Fi. Okay, the moment the devices are connected, they are detected in our client list. And this is where you see the client list. If your devices share LLDP based information, we can understand what device it is. Or if not, then it will represent a MAC address where you have to just go and rename it with some meaningful English name like KNX BIOS server or API client or maybe the router. You can also name where exactly these devices are deployed so that you get a complete visibility about, like as you see below, right? So this is the MAC address of the KNX BIOS server. It's been running for last 19 hours. It's been connected to a KNX IP network, which is through the 1830s. So that's our 8-port partial PoE switch, and it's connected to AP11D. Right. So this level of information, including the total transfers, has been shared with you. Not only that, we can also help you that in your deployment, if you see that there are 4 important devices which are very important to you and you need to monitor it, right? For example, if you have an ATS server or a APS server which helps you to configure and manage your premises, and if that service is not reachable, how do you know? Right? So in this scenario, because we have information about where it's connected, we can add them to our watch list as you see below, right? The watch list continuously monitor and can monitor up to 128 devices per site. It will immediately send an alert and notification to one, all the users which where the API, that is mobile app, has been downloaded, as well as to the email address which you have configured. So which means proactively you have the information of what's going wrong, right? Now let's witness this with a live demo where
Salish,
I
we
yeah.
just have around 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So
sure.
yeah,
Hey,
okay,
thanks for
great.
reminding. So the demo, for the demo, as I said, all you need to buy the hardware, no license, nothing. Just go and create an account. For create an account, you just require an email address. It could be any email address, and you feed in your own password and then sign in. The moment you sign in, if you are doing it first time, it will ask you through a menu which will help you to set up a site like this, right? But if you have already created the site, this rectangle boxes shows you the number of sites which are created. The green mentions that everything is working fine. The red and the amber shows that there is some problem, something has gone down. There is an alert which has been generated. Now today we can have sites which could be any part of the geography. As you see, we have got site from Singapore, India, we have got Malaysia, Korea, Thailand, Malaysia, and as well as in Spain. Let's deep dive into the Spain side. Okay, now it gives you an inventory view where it shows you the number of instant on devices which are connected. You can do a complete life cycle management of these devices. Every quarter the firmware gets automatically updated. It gives you a topology view of how the devices are interconnected and how many third party or maybe clients are connected to each device. So here you see we have got three clients connected on wireless and three clients connected on Wi-Fi on wired. So if I click there, it shows me that, okay, on wireless, we have got KNX IoT API client, we have got API server, we have got one Xiomi. This seems to be a tab or something like which the user might be using it. If I click on this, it will give me more visibility about what this device is, and we can also control the application which the devices can be used. I can also understand the speed because maybe certain time your customer may complain that you are not getting better speed, and you can actually try to diagnose by looking at this particular window, right? Now if I look at the complete client list, so let me go. So this is where I get the four dashboard where you have a network templates which are created once. You have got the inventory which I just showed you, application window, and the clients window. Okay, in the client window, you have got all the devices which have been listed. We can actually make it more meaningful by saying that it's on the ground floor, specific hub room area, or specific room that you can identify easily. We have added one client here in the watch list, which shows that, okay, this client is connecting to a KNX IP network, and this is a server. Okay, now on the notification, here everything is working fine, but there were certain alerts which were generated in the past. So for example, if you look at, there was an alert which was, okay, saying that, these devices has gone down at a particular time. So this is how now you have a complete visibility by adopting instant on devices. You have a complete life cycle management with legacy devices to the new generation of devices coming up. And not only that, using this you can manage multiple sites. As you see, we can jump from one site to another. So this is something which we wanted to demonstrate today. If you like this, feel free to reach out to any one of us, and we will be more happy to connect you. And I'm open for taking questions now.
Yes, thank you so much, Salish. So I really hope that you enjoyed the live demo. Of course, I also wanted to thank you, all of you, that actually came into our booth on the 26th and the 27th of September, and actually that you spent a few minutes of your time with us and also discovering our solution. We are open for any questions. And also in the meantime, I also want to remind you that today we're going to have three round tables, one in the morning and other two in the afternoon. So yeah, we can't wait to see you again. And if you want, we can also do another live demo with you. And yeah, probably we can also deep dive a little bit more into our products. So yeah, thank you so much again.
Thank you. Have a good day. Enjoy your rest of the day. Bye bye.
Thank you, Vanya and Shailesh. I wanted to say that, you know, from my side, as an industry editor, HPE is, of course, one of IT's most famous brands in Aruba, an important business unit. And you guys are actually known for working very closely with your partners in networking. So thank you for joining us today. I have a question, and it says, if you look at the KNX Point API, it is actually based on threads, so IP based in 2.4 gigahertz. Are you working on integrating that into your solution? That is our audience question.
I mean, so KNX devices which can be connected using 2.4 gigahertz. So there is no integration as per se which is required. You can simply search for the SSID. Maybe you can carve in a separate SSID for automation purpose and just connect. And those devices will be automatically appear in our client list.
Thank you. I was not surprised, being HPE, that you have 1 million on the cloud already, but I was, quite interested to see about the multi-site management, which certainly is a nice feature. So thank you for that. Vanya, any last words before I let you guys go?
Actually, we just can say that we are always open also for the feedback of our partners. We always do our best to enrich our solution and also our features. So one of the proof is also, for example, the software. We did a last update of our solution, upgrading the possibility of connecting 50 devices. Before, for example, we could connect just 25, and actually to answer the scalability inquiry, we integrated the possibility to add up to 50 devices on a site. So again, this is also the proof that we are really a company that work really closely with our partners. We have also a very large community that you can also join and see on our website. But yeah, we are here to work with you. We have a huge and strong presence in almost all of the territories all around the world. And yeah, so we are really excited to be here and to be part of the KNX Association. So I really hope that you will have the chance to test our products, to speak with us, and yeah, we can't wait to see actually if you really you really installed our products and how this could work with your KNX devices. So thank you so much, Bob.
Thank you very much for joining us to hear about Wi-Fi 6 and the opportunity with Aruba.